Alright, I've got so much stuff to fix. This thing gotta get done. I just took her for a run. That battery I got from Captain Ron that time is working great. This one I've already put some JB weld in there, sand it down, clean it up a little bit. But it broke in a different spot. These are the originals. I put them little ones on there up front last year because they did the same thing. Anyway, I got to get this thing road ready because this thing was making some crazy freaking noise the other day. I couldn't even hear the motor running. I'm like, what the hell is that? I mean, it was like, wah! Something screaming, and the transmission's been slipping up on me a little bit. I'll throw some of that crap in there. Then this little puppy, look at these motor mounts. Excelente. They look like brand new. And the plan was to take these and put them on the old 20 horse because it needs them. These are shot. So I got that going on. Then this puppy, figure out what I'm going to do here. I think the best thing to do before I tear this thing apart and pull this top piston out is to clean this up, get another gasket. I should have one in there. I hope I do. Put the new gasket, old gasket, whatever you're on. Maybe I can just put some sealer on it. Just enough to test it again before I tear it apart. Now you can see I can move this piston. See it right there, the clearance it gets. Now you know the rings are in there and I already checked them through the bypass cover. They're not stuck or anything. Then when I do the bottom one, it seems to be the same. Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah, it's moving. You see right here? Watch. I don't know if I can do it. It's pretty close to the same. Everything's rocking though. See it moving? That's the same. So I think instead of tearing this apart, and you can see in there, this thing's not all scored up or anything. Instead of tearing it apart, let me try something gasket wise. If I get it, I got this sealer crap here. Whip something up. I don't need all these holes, for the water crap and everything. Just enough to seal this up and do a compression test with that. Then I got this puppy that belongs to the park here. It don't run. She want me to get her up and running. So I just got a lot to do. Alright, I found something. It's got this is the gasket right here. It's still stuck on. It's identical. I can clean this off just a little bitty. Get the wire brush, clean that off, and bolt this baby on and give it another test. Sweet. Alright, I think I found something. See that big hole right there? See that white spot? There was a whole lot of white spots right here. And I'm hitting it with the little wheel brush. Well, this one's getting deeper. You can see it was a big, I guess, corrosion mark. They had filled it in. See, it's there. It's really not on the edge though. But is that enough to make this thing possibly do something it shouldn't be doing? All of this looks crappy as hell. See how this side is all crappy? This thing may have been laying down and the water just sitting in there and eating it up. It's definitely Doesn't look anything like that side. You see how clean that side is? Clean, sharp line. You know, this side's pretty beat up. The bottom looks good. So that may be a problem. I'm trying to think if I got another set of jugs laying around in there. The power head that came off of, that head, could be used as parts. A farts motor. So I'm going around and I get up here and look, it's all chewed up right there too. And it goes all the way to the edge. But this should be holding in the compression. This should just be holding in water. So if this ain't no good, just don't like the way this side looks. Look how thin it is too compared to the thickness on this side. And then, you know, all the bolts are out here. Then we need to check that thing, or one of them, the new one, and see if it's flat too. And it probably, when they got that new one, they probably didn't resurface it. This is right there, man. It looks so thin. Look at that. So that looks better. I had to scratch most of it off with my fingernail. It's just, you know, water, lime, calcium. Should have put some CLR on it. There she goes. And you always want to start in the middle and work your way clockwise. But I'm not, you know, I'm not doing torquing and stuff. I'm just going to tighten these things down. All right, baby. It's getting warm out. We're down to nothing here. Let's see what we got. Nope, right at 100. Well, it was worth a shot. I'm wondering too, what about if I spray a bunch of crap in there? WD. Really get it wet. Blow it around. Put the plug, well, I can put one plug in. And see if it's coming out, you know, leaking past that gasket anywhere. Because the only thing would be left to do is rings. It's just weird that I've never had a motor that both, you know, the cylinders were that far apart that I can think of. Easy, baby. Yeah, leave it on there. Oh yeah, 150. A little less. It's because it's a little juicy in there. The old place it was at 145. Spray this, get that cylinder up halfway, or the piston, there it is right there, so it don't go blowing out the exhaust and stuff. Fill her up real good. Just put this on instead of a plug. Yeah. Hoo-hoo. See there? $1.30. Wow. That's compression. I'd take the $130 and the 150. So now, like I said, the thing to do would be, I'm sure all that's blown out through the exhaust. Let's pull this thing off and see if there's any kind of leakage around it. I wonder if this thing feels, oh, I was just gonna say. It sure did fill up, which is probably a good thing, you know. It needs a little lubrication in there. Oh man, I almost got a face full. Man, I got good reflexes, I can say that. You know, I think I might have another set of jugs. Didn't I do some swapping around on that 20 with something? I got rid of a lot of stuff though. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, there goes one of my bolts. Hold on. I think I may be seeing a little. See how it's wet here in the middle? Past that. This bottom's all wet. It is wet. Now, could that have just happened from taking this off? You know there's going to be more down there around that bottom. But that's wet. Right there. And it's a little wet over here. And that's that, see, right there where that side is. Right there. Perfect match. I don't know, it's got to be in the right light. You can see the wetness. It's the exact same shape as this corner. Right there. This, I think, because it's so uniformed, I think it was just when I pulled it off, it drained a little bit. But all that, there's no way it can drain that way. Other than this, right that side I'm worried about. I don't see anything else on here, around here, just right here. And the bottom, where it's all crappy. There's one other test I can do, is try this again with some sealer. You know, just slather on some of that crap I got, that gasket maker. And if it works, it's probably not going to be a good idea to use it. Probably the best thing is to replace this jug. These jugs. I've bought motors too, you know, dead motors. I never bought anything that ran. And man, it was just caked up with all kinds of different color silicone. And I remember one with the orange silicone hanging all over it. Man, that's a shame though. That's why I said the rings looked fine, but you know, looks can be deceiving. You know, it's funny too, right here on this corner, you can't see it from that angle. Yeah, I'm just now really noticing it myself. See that white stuff? They put it in right there. It's got to be the same white stuff that was in here. I think you can see it right there. Anyway, that's the same white stuff that was in here. This same white was up here, and there, right there too, is another hole that I've cleaned out. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna put this away and fix that light on my scooter. Stay tuned, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.